Gervonta "Tank" Davis has finished his last workout and is fully prepared to take down Lamont Roach Jr. this Saturday night. The undefeated knockout specialist arrived at Gleason's gym in Brooklyn about 45 minutes behind schedule for his media workout, keeping his usual relaxed vibe. Dressed in pink sweatpants and a hoodie pulled over a Yankees cap, Davis showed no signs of pressure ahead of his big fight. Instead of gearing up and putting on a show for the cameras, Davis kept it low-key, stretching, rubbing his eyes like he just woke up, answering a few questions, and leaving without throwing a single punch. That was all the public got to see, but he didn't need to put on a display to prove anything. His message was clear. He's ready, he's sharp, and on fight night, Roach is in trouble. This is nothing new for Davis. He already held a full media workout last week in Washington, D.C., where he's been training, with weigh-ins. Coming up, there's no need to waste energy on a public session. He's focused, and he's making sure the real action happens under the lights at Barclays Center. Now 30-0 with 28 knockouts, Davis has built his career on delivering when it matters most. He promises fans watching on pay-per-view won't be disappointed.
Come Saturday, man, y'all gonna see my prediction.
This fight marks Davis's return to Barclays Center for the first time in nearly 3 years, a venue that means a lot to him. It's where he won his first world title in 2017, stopping Jose Pedraza in 7 rounds. Since then, he's become one of boxing's biggest stars, but his activity slowed in 2024, with only one fight, a knockout win over Frank Martin in June. That's not enough for someone aiming to be the best, and Davis knows it. He's already looking ahead to 2025, promising to fight 3 times, something he hasn't done since 2019.
You know, it was a close fight. Obviously, I thought I won. There was like an incident where a point got taken.
Before Davis can focus on the future, he has to take care of business against Lamont Roach Jr., a skilled and determined fighter from Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Roach, 25-1-1 with 10 knockouts, holds the WBA junior lightweight title, but is moving up in weight for this fight. Like Davis, he hasn't fought since last June when he earned a decision win over Angel Rodriguez. Roach doesn't pack the same knockout power as Davis, but he's on a 6-fight winning streak since his only career loss to Jamel Herring in 2019. That fight is worth mentioning because Herring, like Davis, is a southpaw. Roach had trouble with Herring's angles and footwork, and he'll be facing an even tougher challenge when he steps in with Davis. If Roach had any concerns about his conditioning, he made sure to quiet them on Wednesday. Unlike Davis, who skipped the workout, Roach went through 2 full rounds on the pads in front of the media, with his father and trainer, Lamont Roach Sr., keeping a close eye. It was a clear statement. He's confident and ready for the moment, but Davis wasn't the least bit impressed. Roach is in for a rude awakening for sure, he said. He's trying to psych himself up, but it all comes down to skill. Whoever has the better skill that night is going to be the one who wins.
They talking. The
big question is how Roach will handle Davis's power. Time and time again, Davis has shown he can end fights with a single shot, even against bigger, stronger opponents. Highly skilled fighters like Ryan Garcia and Leo Santa Cruz couldn't withstand his left hand, and Roach has never faced anything like it. The fighters he's beaten don't hit like Tank, don't move like Tank, and certainly don't finish. Fights like Tank Davis's amateur background is a key part of his journey to the top. While his official record stands at 206-15, his longtime trainer Calvin Ford believes he actually had over 350 amateur fights, adding to the experience that makes him such a dangerous opponent.
Yep. History, you gotta love it. What do you think about Tank versus obviously?
Oh, Roach?
Yeah, Roach.
Well, they known each other so long now. You know, they grew up nearby in DC, and I think overall, I think it's gonna be a good fight for as long as Tank wants it to be. Yeah.
This strong foundation helped mold Davis into the knockout artist he is today. His raw talent was never in question, but what sets him apart is how he sharpened his skills over the years, evolving from a street-smart brawler into a polished world champion. Despite Davis's impressive amateur background, his fight with Lamont Roach Jr. carries a personal history that dates back to their amateur days. Roach isn't just here to be another name on Davis's resume, he's coming to take the crown and prove himself. Like Davis, Roach has deep roots in amateur boxing, boasting a solid pedigree. His amateur record of 125-5 is impressive, but it's the achievements behind those numbers that make him a real threat.
Why this fight, Lamont Roach? What has he done to deserve to be in the ring against you?
He's a world champion himself. He's coming up and wait to dare to be great. So we fought before, so it's history. It's history in that.
Roach's credentials in the sport are undeniable. 3 national Golden Gloves titles, 5 ringside world championships, and a USA Boxing Youth National Championship all highlight his strong pedigree. This wealth of experience has given him confidence as he prepares to face a knockout artist like Davis, whose power can end a fight in an instant, no matter how skilled his opponent is. The two first crossed paths in the amateur ranks, and Roach believes that history will play a key role in their professional showdown. At their pre-fight press conference on February 20th, he made a bold statement about their past encounters, hinting that it could give him an advantage. Known as the Reaper, Roach recalled their matchups in the Junior Olympics, as well as their own battles in regional and national competitions.
I say 9th round.
What?
I say 9th round.
You said 9?
Yeah.
What's your response to that, Lamont?
Look, he got scared. Look, he looked at
Nah, I'm telling him, you saying you going down in a night?
Their first meeting happened at the regional level in Baltimore, Davis's hometown. Roach believes he won that fight, though it was a close contest. He claims there was a controversial point deduction given to both fighters when, in his view, it should have only applied to Davis. The tape was later reviewed by USA Boxing, and as a result, both fighters advanced to the national competition. That set the stage for their national championship showdown, where Davis secured a narrow victory. Roach, however, maintains that the fight was close, and that with a different set of circumstances, he could have easily come out on top.
Boxer, but everybody to be talking shit to Gervonta, it don't be coming out good for them, my nigga. I'm just keeping it real.
He obviously a superstar, but just cause it's who he is, this don't change no program that I got going on. I'm here to win. I've been coming to win. And I think the same result will happen on December the 14th.
Now, after years of development, Roach feels he's ready to prove just how much he's grown since those early matchups. Tank has definitely become a world-class fighter since our amateur days. We were both good as kids, but we've evolved a lot. I'm gonna prove that I've evolved more, Roach declared with confidence. For him, this isn't just another fight, it's a chance to show the world that his progress since their amateur days will make a real impact in the pro ranks. His professional career has been defined by perseverance and steady improvement. His only loss came against Jamel Herring when he was just 24, but he's learned from that experience and is determined to prove he's ready for this moment. Roach took that loss as a lesson, using it as motivation to push himself further up the rankings. Herring, who later defeated Carl Frampton, was a tough opponent, but Roach has only improved since then. He went on to win 6 straight fights, including a crucial victory over Hector Luis Garcia in 2023, which earned him the WBA Super Featherweight title. In 2024, he successfully defended that belt, stopping Ireland's Fergal McCrory in the 8th round. These performances highlight Roach's growth and maturity as a fighter. Now 28, he appears to be in his prime as he prepares for the biggest challenge of his career against Davis.
I was looking at Lamont Roach here workout. Lamont Roach is going to be knocked out extremely violently very early in the fight, and it's going by. And I'm looking at his stance and his feet, and I'm saying Gervonta is going to knock Roach out by accident. I think he's going to knock him out just.
Roach has put in the work for this fight and feels confident about making the jump to 135 lbs. I feel great and I can't wait. Moving up makes things a lot easier. No stress from cutting weight and I won't feel drained, he said during a media workout. He also made it clear that he isn't stepping into the ring as an underdog already expecting defeat, a mindset he believes has cost many of Davis's past opponents. According to Roach, too many fighters mentally check out before the first bell even rings, but he refuses to be one of them. Roach is counting on his past experience with Davis to give him an edge. He believes his boxing IQ and skill level are higher than anything Tank has faced before.
You say what?
I beat you in the tournament twice. I beat him in the state, and then they did something
Beat me in the regionals. They cheated in Baltimore, took a point from me, fool. Come on. We sent the video to USA Boxing. They said I should have won. They sent me to the Nationals. That was the only reason why I went.
And then I fought you again, beat you there,
and then
right?
you beat me.
There's a lot I know from my history with Tank, and I'll use that to my advantage, Roach explained. He believes that his tenacity and skill set will present a challenge unlike anything Davis has faced before. Roach insists he's bringing the full package, and his confidence is well earned. With his recent successes and unbeaten record since the Herring fight, he has every reason to believe in his abilities. Still, the task ahead is formidable. Davis is an explosive puncher who can end a fight in an instant. His sharp counterpunching and lightning-fast reflexes make him one of the most dangerous fighters in the sport. Roach knows this, but he also believes Davis hasn't faced anyone quite like him. His preparation and strategy reflect his firm belief that he's ready for the moment.
Not really trying to get in his personal business. Probably just showing him that, I could do anything. Especially,
I'm not coming in there with a B-side mentality, Roach reiterated. His mindset is that of a fighter who believes he's on the brink of something monumental. He's spent his entire career preparing for this moment, and now he has the chance to prove himself against one of the best in the world. Roach isn't just aiming to compete, he's aiming to win. The fight, available for purchase on PPV via Prime Video or traditional cable, promises to be a true test for both fighters. Fans will be eager to see if Roach can back up his confidence and dethrone a fighter who has built his reputation on knocking out the sport's elite. As for Davis, he'll be looking to make yet another statement, reminding the world why he's one of the most feared men in boxing today.
Oh, that's the hook.
Tank may be the clear favorite, but Lamont Roach Jr. isn't backing down as he gets ready for fight night at the Barclays Center. Roach brings years of preparation, a deep-rooted rivalry, and absolute confidence that this is his time to shine. With Davis boasting an undefeated record and a reputation as one of boxing's most dangerous knockout artists, the odds are definitely against Roach. However, the Washington native is determined to prove he's not just another name on Davis's highlight reel.
Oh, your punches and everything like that?
Sure. Gotcha. I have extra pounds I don't gotta lose.
Okay. How important is it for you to look for a knockout for this fight for Gervonta, not leave it to the judges?
I'm not necessarily stressing a knockout, but as you know, as I've been saying, this entire press run, this entire media run, I'm trying to knock any and everybody out. So the opportunity.
I'm not here just to survive, Roach declared during his final media workout. I'm here to win. Everybody keeps talking about how dangerous Tank is, but has he ever faced someone like me? I don't think So he's fought guys that let him get comfortable. That won't happen to me. This isn't just another title fight, it's a showdown between two fighters with history. We fought in Baltimore, his hometown, and it was a close fight, Roach recalled. Then we met again in the national finals. Yeah, he won, but I always felt like I did enough. Now, years later, I finally get my chance to settle it. He got me twice, but I only need to beat him once. And this time, the whole world is watching.
No, I think Lamont Roach is a terrific fighter. He might be a little over his head with Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is, I mean, to say the least, he's a beast. He really is. He's a tremendous fighter. He's a dedicated fighter.
That history fuels Roach's confidence, but he understands that stepping into the ring with a fully developed 3-division champion like Gervonta Davis is an entirely different challenge. I respect his power, Roach admitted. You don't get 28 knockouts in 30 fights by accident. But I've prepared for this my whole life. I've fought bigger guys. I've fought faster guys. What makes him think I won't be ready? Beyond their personal history, this fight carries the added intensity of a Baltimore versus Washington rivalry. Though the cities are geographically close, their boxing cultures are distinct, and Roach believes that plays a role in this matchup. Baltimore and DC got that little brother-big brother relationship, Roach said. They don't want to claim us, and we don't claim them. So this ain't just about me and Tank. This is about DC versus Baltimore. This is about proving who the best fighter from this region really is. That sounds like a heated moment, possibly from a press conference or a face-off. Are you referring to a specific exchange between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach? Let me know if you need a breakdown or analysis of what was said.
What? Who said that? You said what?
Man,
you said what? Yeah, that's what I've been waiting for, the niggas to talk. How much you want back? How much you want to bet? Because I came up here alone. How much y'all want back? How much?
Roach's confidence and strategy sound solid. He clearly sees something in Tank's approach that he thinks he can capitalize on. But as we've seen, Davis is dangerous even when he starts slow. Do you think Roach's pressure strategy will work, or will he be walking into Tank's traps?
Tank and Lamont Roach. Is that the right opponent for Tank?
I don't know why everybody is kind of sleeping on Lamont, but he has a decorated amateur career too. He's a very sturdy kid. He's very skilled. Tank is Tank. You know?
Roach is making it clear he's not here just to survive. He's coming to win and believes his own power is being underestimated. But history shows that many fighters have had similar confidence before stepping in with Tank, only to get caught. Do you think Roach's right hand is enough to change the narrative, or is Tank's power just too much to overcome?
Yeah, man, I mean, it's going to go. Tank going to be losing the first 3 rounds. Then he's going to download the data. Then he going to knock this dude out in round 7 or 8. Then he going to do the backflip. Then Jim Gray's going to get in the ring, or Caleb Plant's wife, and say, who do you want next? And Tank's going to say, I want all those guys. And they're going to go to...
Roach is thinking big. He's not just focused on beating Davis, but also on what comes next. Calling out Shakur Stevenson shows he's already planning for the future, win or lose. If he pulls off the upset, it would shake up the entire lightweight division. Do you think Roach has what it takes to get past Tank and make that fight with Shakur a reality?
When they start talking, when the people who I fight, when they start talking, that's when y'all get dumb. I'm gonna beat his ass.
He can't do shit with.
For real. So
the talking is nearly over and training is done. Now it's all about who wants it more. For Davis, it's another chance to prove why he's one of the most feared fighters in the sport. For Roach, it's the biggest fight of his career. A shot at rewriting history, avenging old losses, and shocking the world. It's going to be a war, Roach promised. I hope he's ready because I know I am. Will all this confidence pay off? Share your thoughts below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates.